Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
In the beginning of time, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had created the creations, and then He created Adam alayhi salam. And He turned to His angels, and amongst the angels was a jinni named Iblis. May Allah protect us from it. There was a jinni amongst them who was so pious and so knowledgeable, he was given a place with the angels. The angels could not disobey Allah. And so Allah told them in the oft-repeated verses, "Usjudu li Adam fasajadu illa Iblis." He told them, bow down to Adam, and all of them bowed down except Iblis. And Surah Al-Kahf told us, "Kana min al-jinn." He was jinni, he was not a fallen angel. He refused to bow down. Why did he not bow down? خَلَقْتَنِي مِنْ نَارٍ وَخَلَقْتَهُ مِنْ طِينٍ. You made me from fire, and you made him from clay. Arrogance and pride. And you could say he was a racist. He was the first racist. Because he didn't want to accept Adam. Not because of anything that he or Adam did, but because merely of the creation of Adam alayhi salam. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cursed him and sent him down and promised him hellfire. But the shaitan asked for respite. He asked for a chance to come to the creation. And he made it clear, the Quran tells us very clearly, that he said, "I will come around them on their right side, on their left side, above them. I will make them change the creation of Allah." The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, there would come in the end of time great liars, kadhabun, dajjalun, to the point where they are false Christs, claiming to be false prophets, would lead you astray. And they will come to you with a type of speech that you nor your parents have ever heard of before. Beware of them. Beware that they take you astray. Beware that they put you into a fitna, a trial and a temptation. We see people talking about the Freemason order, the Illuminati, the international bankers, the Zionists, alien consciousness. Even some groups are coming up, satanic type groups, new age type religions. All of these coming up, and what we find in most cases is that all of these groups are worshipping a force. If you go to the highest level of these groups, you see they are doing a type of worship. It is not to God. It is not the God of Moses or Jesus or Muhammad, peace be upon them. It is another force. And they are worshipping this force. They are seeking and taking strength out of this force. And nobody can say exactly what it is, but Muslims have the bottom line. And Allah has told us, قُلْ جَاءَ الْحَقُّ وَزَهَقَ الْبَاطِلُ إِنَّ الْبَاطِلَ كَانَ زَهُوقًا. The truth has come, and falsehood will vanish, because surely falsehood is a perishing, vanishing thing. And the Quran also tells us that Shaitan will say when the matter is decided, and this is a picture in Jahannam, in hell, when the people are down burning in hell, and they see the Shaitan burning in hell, and they say, "But you promised us the promise of truth." And he said, "I had no authority over you, but I called you and you came. I had no authority over you." And they really have no authority over us. But they call us, they put out the signals, they put out the advertisements, and we follow them. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also told to the shaitan and made it clear, وَالْيَعْوُذُ بِاللَّهِ إِنَّ عِبَادِي لَيْسَ لَكَ عَلَيْهِمْ سُلْطَانٌ إِلَّا مَنِ اتَّبَعَكَ مِنَ الْغَاوِينَ. That surely amongst my slaves, my worshippers, you will have no authority over them, except those who follow you from the evil doers, except those who submit to you and submit to the system. And the deception has come in this new globalization form This spread of technology, it is now shifted to us, trying to make us into an evil force. But never forget that the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, he was called Majnoon, crazy. He was called Sahir, a magician. He was called the Kahin, a wizard. He was called Sha'ir, a poet. They used many names for him. They persecuted him. They tried to destroy his family. They tried to destroy his society. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has power over all things. يريدون ليطفئوا نور الله بأفواههم والله متم نوره ولو كره الكافرون. They want to put out the light of Allah with their mouths, with their information, but Allah will complete His light, even though the disbelievers despise it. The Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, with over 100,000 followers, in his last sermon, his Arafat sermon, laid down important principles. He made it clear to the believers that there is nothing worthy of worship but Allah, but the Creator of the heavens and the earth, that He is the last messenger, and that all of their business dealings, all of their economic dealings done in ignorance should be abolished, that they should not involve themselves in oppression in any way, that there is no preference, no higher place for white over black, or black over white, but that taqwa, piety and right action, this is the only thing that separates people. The Prophet, peace be upon him, also told us that men have rights over women, but women also have rights over men. And that the evil one has despaired of being followed in the Arabian Peninsula. Beware of him in other lands. He would attack you in small affairs. And he told us very clearly, I have left you two things. If you follow these two things, you will never go astray. And that is the Book of Allah and His Sunnah.